7 is underway on EA Sports.
Taken at the goal line.
And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Now the man from UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7. Is that one officially a loss of 1? Shotgun now for Rodgers.
And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down.
It's a loss of 10 on the sack, and it leads to 4th. So on 4th down, on is the punter, Pat O'Donnell, to kick it away. He punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt.
And it will be Washington football now with a 1st and 10.
Kaepernick now to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
He'll get this into the hands of Antonio Gibson.
And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago. There's another one right there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
Antonio Gibson is an absolute dart with the ball in his hands, and he can make you miss and he can run over you. Took a little while to crack the starting lineup as a rookie, but boy, was he sensational when he did. Went for 115 yards and 3 scores in a Thanksgiving Day clobbering of the Dallas Cowboys. And Washington, they feel like they had a real find when they took him in the 3rd round last year, number 66 overall, and he justified their decision.
On first down, right back to Gibson.
And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Kaepernick now on first down. And it's hauled in by Jared Cook. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
On first and 10, it's Gibson.
And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Here's Kaepernick to throw.
And that nearly an interception here on this opening drive, but he gets a reprieve. It's 3rd down.
It's been a good opening drive offensively thus far, but you know they don't want to waste it and settle for a field goal attempt after that incompletion. So this is a big play coming up here on 3rd down.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Kaepernick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And he gets the first down yardage he needs before he's brought down at the 6. Well, this crowd does not like that call.
Understandable reaction from them. That's their team that the penalty's going against. But you and I both know they're going to take care of the quarterback.
They'll try to run with Gibson.
And he is into the end zone for a Washington touchdown.
Antonio Gibson
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season.
And Washington has taken a first quarter lead.
Extra point forthcoming.
It's good, and Washington will take a 7-0 lead.
Washington 7, Packers nothing.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too.
After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. I'm coming. Shit.
On play action, it's Rodgers. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's caught inside the 20. And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
First and 10 at the 17-yard line.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Jonathan Allen forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Throwing is Rodgers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And he will bring it out past the 20-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
They have to be thrilled with that first drive. They got him the touchdown. Now they'll be looking to make it a 2-score advantage here on the road.
And you know they spent all week in practice, in meetings, talking about taking an early advantage. Being the road team, going up a score, that takes the crowd out of the game and puts some doubt in the minds of their opponents.
At the 19-yard line.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. From the gun, it's Kaepernick. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 35 yards. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. Here's a quick throw out wide. It's McLaurin. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
I certainly know that I, for one, would not like to be on the other end of a tackle when this guy's coming at you full speed from his strong safety spot. Boy, that was a nice play.
And on an RPO, everything happens so fast. And as a defender, you can't get stuck trying to figure out what's going on. That time he had it figured out in a flash, and he was able to make a beeline to the receiver and make the play.
Now Kaepernick. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
They'll run on first down. It's Gibson, and he'll be taken down at the 34. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
They run the toss now with Gibson.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Two minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he'll be taken down shy of the 25 that he needed. He'll be a yard or two short. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down. They're going for it. It's Kaepernick. He'll buy some time right. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15.
Kaepernick was looking to throw, but then it became decision time. And when he saw they had room to run, he made the right decision to pull it down there, and he winds up picking up the 1st down.
Week 7 action, and we've got a 7-point game here in the second quarter. And this offense hoping to change that right here. A handoff running left is Gibson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 16-yard line.
And here's a give to Gibson.
And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Throw to the right here, taken in by McLaurin. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington.
Antonio Gibson.
As the first half is winding down.
And Washington going to add on to their lead. Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes this Washington 14, Packers nothing.
So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line.
And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He finds Watson. It's caught. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
When you're struggling on offense, you're looking for anything possible to get you going. Sometimes you do it like basketball teams that don't normally press. You put a press on, bring people to life, make them move a little bit quicker. Maybe that'll help them as they head towards the half.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. Hey, I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
To throw is Rodgers.
And he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. Sacks a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Go to 50. Hey, you block over here. Check 99. Box it. Mike 55, Mike 55.
You ain't doing nothing today. You ain't.
Another try after the first down sack. Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. And this is taken in at the 5. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
On is Mason Crosby for the point after. And that one makes it 14-7.
So we have come upon halftime, and it's the visiting group from Washington who are out on top.
As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Coach, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. So Washington in a good spot. They've got the lead. They will get the football as the second half gets underway.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Hey, Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. Kaepernick going to throw.
He's got it to Gibson.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
Yeah, big play there. And when you have a running back that you can use like a wide receiver, when he has that kind of versatility, you do as they did there. Get him out of the backfield and give those defensive backs something else to worry about.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. To throw, Kaepernick. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this one is incomplete.
Well, you got to think that sooner or later they're going to hit one of those, but the coverage has been excellent thus far, and it was again on the last play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Kaepernick. They'll roll him out right. And he fires one that's intercepted. Adrian Amos with a pick.
And the Packers are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line.
That is just what this defense was hoping for, an interception on the opening possession of this third quarter.
Obviously didn't want to surrender a touchdown and fall even farther behind. And we've gotten to know this team a little bit, haven't we? Couldn't you just see their defensive leaders telling the offensive guys, telling the quarterback, don't worry, we got you to start things off. You take it from there.
The tackle by Cole Holcomb.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
From midfield, here's Rodgers. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable, and that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Off the play fake to Jones. Here's Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jamin Davis in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the first sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man. Here's Pat O'Donnell now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense.
And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done. We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st and 10, here's Kaepernick. Packer pressure, and down he goes. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Remember, he had the interception earlier. Now he adds the sack. He's really making his presence felt out there.
Well, he is putting together a heck of a game. In fact, he's going to bump these plays to his highlight reel. Okay, so when he wants to show it off later on, look what I did out there, guys. In this offense, they've got to start paying him a little special attention. He's like a good basketball player, putting stats in every column.
It'll be a loss of 2, maybe 3 on the play, and it's going to be third down and forever. Kaepernick. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jair Alexander. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Lambeau Field, one of the best home field advantages in the NFL, no doubt. And they're a happy bunch here as the Packers lead third quarter.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll make it second and a foot or so.
Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6.
He hadn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end.
What's tight? Tight is right. What's tight? Tight is right. 4 down, 4 down. Check, check. Fresno, Fresno, Fresno.
Now Jones. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones with touchdown number 7 on the year.
And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter.
Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that will tie our game here in the third. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Here's 2nd and a yard. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Kaepernick now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Kaepernick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. To throw is Kaepernick. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 48. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line. That is now 7 interceptions between last week and this week. 3 in this game, 4 a week ago.
And I saw the head coach write on his play sheet, make a little note. I hope he's writing self-scout. Bring in the guys that scout games for you with a different eye and watch him and see what's going on, and maybe they can pick up what the flaws are, and hopefully they can correct them.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
And down inside the 15 he goes.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he's brought down.
61 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jones. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That's an excellent stop right there here in this tie game. They're doing their best to hold the fort and at least force a field goal attempt.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Troy Apke. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Tie game, 4th quarter. You're already in the red zone, well in field goal range. You can't throw a pick there.
And you know I want to give all the credit to the defenders, right? I mean, they made a play on the ball. But bottom line, you set up the situation perfectly. You've already got the field goal in the bag. You got to make sure you take care of the football in that situation.
They'll start on the ground with Gibson.
And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back. Those are the ones you focus on and want to take away, and they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
Getting down to the good stuff, all tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a score to break this tie. Working from the gun, it's Kaepernick.
Gets this to Gibson.
So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that'll make it 3rd down. What do you think? Play this safe? Just worry about getting to OT?
Yeah, don't make any risky throws. It's going to change the outcome. But if anyone slips, take the big shot.
To throw is Kaepernick. Looking middle, and that's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10. Kaepernick to throw. That's complete. It's Cook. A gain of 6 there on 1st. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Back to throw, Kaepernick.
Got a man, it's Gibson, complete.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now
now Kaepernick. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson. Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. Again, it's Kaepernick. Flushed out right. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
I think we just saw an example of a game situation that I know is discussed, practiced to the nth degree, go right out the window, and a chance to win the game as well.
Yeah, protect the football. On the other side, you're taught to get in there and rake it out. They did just that.
I mean, they go over this starting in OTAs and mini camps. You go through these situations, and that's the way a lot of teams like to end practice.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they stop it with 14 seconds to go in the game. Well behind the sticks here with a 2nd and 18. Rodgers to throw. He finds his man complete. It's Watson. And he will take this into enemy territory as he's out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a big play there for Green Bay.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So the game here hangs on the right foot of Mason Crosby. This from Tom Dempsey range here. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They're set for their first drive here in overtime, and this is where the crowd can really become a factor.
They've had to battle it all day.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. It was the safety blitz that ultimately did the job, and they're going to credit him with a sack. They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12.
shotgun snap now for Kaepernick. Oh, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And into the end zone. It's a pick six and a Packer touchdown. Well, we were on hand for a fun and entertaining game here coming down to that last play. Great job defensively to get the pick and seal it.
And we know that every play during a game matters. You're never sure which one's going to be one of the key ones. But at the end of the game, when you analyze it, 3, 4, 5 plays are going to be the ones you focus on. And that last play was one of them. The last shot had to take it, and they came up with the interception and sealed their victory.
So for Green Bay, they move back over 500 now at 4-3. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for Washington, they dipped to 2-5 now with the loss. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel to Denver to take on the Broncos.